Hit the use PC button, see if that does it.
There we go. All right. By show of hands, how many people here use Facebook or Twitter or something of the sort? All right, that's what I thought. That's not really surprising at all. According to Jeremiah Ouyang of webstrategist.com, as of February 2010, Facebook has reached the impressive mark of having over 400 million users. To put that in perspective, last time I checked, America had about 330 million people or so. So, I mean, that's more than the American citizens we have. Also, Twitter claims their users post 50 million tweets a day, which is also 600 tweets a second. It's pretty impressive numbers, I would say. Many questions are asked about social networking sites, which we are going to discuss today. What exactly is a social networking site? Why have they become so popular? What are some of the benefits of social networking sites? And what could be some negative things about these sites? All right, first off, what exactly is a social networking site? According to www.pcmag.com, they define social networking as a 21st century virtual community. They also sum it up by stating it's a group of people who use the internet to communicate with each other about anything and everything. These sites include the obvious two I mentioned before, which are Facebook and Twitter, but we can't forget about the original MySpace, which pretty much no one uses anymore. Foursquare, which is an up-and-coming one, and Friendster, which I don't really know if people use that anyways. But it's still there, so they have to be mentioned. Another frequently asked question is, why have social networking sites become so popular? First off, internet access. Pretty much everyone has access to the internet nowadays, whether it's on your phone, it's at your house. There's Wi-Fi pretty much everywhere. There's Wi-Fi here, there's Wi-Fi at Starbucks. Anywhere you go, you can pretty much have access to the internet, no matter who you are. Second is the development of smartphones, I would say. Those include iPhones, Palm Pres, Blackberries, anything like that. Pretty much every phone that comes out nowadays has internet access, but also, more specifically, they have apps which are used for these social networking sites. Like, say for Twitter on my iPhone, I use an app called Tweety, but it gives me access to the website. Instead of having to actually go to the website itself, you get the application, which makes it even easier to use. Also, the sheer sense of anonymity, I believe, makes it so popular. Maybe not on Facebook, but other websites like Twitter, you kind of have a sense that you can kind of be yourself. You can say whatever you want to say without any repercussions or anything, because you don't even have to have an email on there if you don't want, so you can kind of be yourself. People are more open and willing to express what's on their mind. People want to stay connected. It's a human need for social interaction, really. You find yourself checking Facebook all the time. You want to see what your friends are doing. You check Twitter all the time. You want to see what your friends are up to. No matter where you are, you kind of feel like you want to stay connected to your friends and your peers. Now that we know the basics about social networking sites, let's discuss some of the pros and cons. What are some of the benefits of social networking sites? Cade Metz, the senior editor of PC Magazine, states in his article, MySpace Nation, that one of the most beneficial things about social networking sites is that they bring people together, especially families. So I put long distance communication. If you have friends or relatives or just immediate family anywhere in the world or just in America, you live in different places, you can easily talk to them better. You can avoid long distance charges on your phone. You can just hop on Facebook, send them a message, hop on Twitter, give them an app post or something, let them know that you're thinking about them. More specifically, I would say with Facebook, I'm sure everyone's gotten invites to some event going on or something. You might not even go, but you have to, yes, no, maybe, RSVP. A lot of people use Facebook to plan their events. It's more like a virtual invitation. The party planner will create an invite, will create a party, they'll send it to their friends. The friends can immediately RSVP on the site, leave a message, get directions, plan, carpool, all that good stuff. Another specific one is news. This is better for Twitter, I would say, not Facebook. On Twitter, I actually follow a CNN breaking news, so immediately on my phone, if something happens, I check Twitter, and right then and there, I find out, if a famous person died. I found out about the Haiti earthquake as soon as it happened, the Iran election last summer, found out Michael Jackson died. I was out at dinner, checking my phone, and all of a sudden Michael Jackson's the top trending thing on Twitter, and I was like, what, something must be wrong. Next thing you know, I found out Michael Jackson died. So that's another more specific thing. Also marketing. In Sharon Gaudin's article, Business Use of Twitter and Facebook Exploding, found in the 2010 issue of Macworld, people using Twitter to put out the word about sales and promotions for their company jumped 250% in the past year, and on Facebook, usage jumped 192%. Basically, that's free marketing. Free marketing is easy marketing. I wish when I worked at Moe's, we would have utilized that more, because that would have been a good way to put out things about sales and promotions and stuff. All right, next, what are some of the negative things about social networking sites? I'd say decreased actual social interaction, face-to-face interaction. Quick question, how many people here have been out with friends or family at the dinner or whatever, and next thing you know, people are on their phones and they're tweeting or checking their Facebook or doing something? I know it happens to me all the time. Me and my girlfriends, we go out to dinner, like, oh, we're doing this again, we're both on our phones, and she's checking Facebook, I'm checking Twitter. But one thing is identity theft. That's been around since the internet started, but that's still a risk. These websites have great security, but you can never be too careful. You don't want to share too much information or whatnot. Spam is a huge thing. It's pretty much invaded Facebook and Twitter. Malicious, fake profiles come out there. Next thing you know, they're sending you links, and you click the link. It's a malicious link, and all of a sudden it hacks all your information. It steals all your email, all your contacts, all that good stuff. So that's a definite bad thing about that. And then, of course, online predators. Those have been around since AOL, CompuServe, all that good stuff. They, if your child's on Facebook nowadays, you have to be very careful, because there's going to be people out there that are on there for the wrong reasons. So that's always a bad thing. One of the main negative things out of all these points, Peggy Kendall in her article, "Help, My Kid's Best Friend is a Computer," found in the Bethel Focus publication. She believes because important nonverbal cues are left out on the computer, users have to imagine what those cues might be, thus creating their own interpretation of how the other person is responding. I'm sure everyone's been on IM or Instant Message, and you can't really tell if the person is joking or whatnot. I mean, it's almost impossible to convey sarcasm online. So people tend to use emoticons and stuff, smiley faces, to convey their feelings, but truly, nonverbal cues are left out. So, I got some interesting statistics. The average user on Facebook spends about 55 minutes a day on the website. The average user clicks the like button 9 times each month. And people that use Facebook on their mobile devices are twice more active than non-mobile users, which is not very surprising, I believe that. And I got that just on www.facebook.com. That's my Facebook. If anyone ever used Facebook, that's what it looks like. Twitter, that was me yesterday. I was putting the final touches on my speech for Common Tomorrow. And I hope everyone feels they know a little bit more about these social networking sites, what social networking is, why it's become so popular, what the benefits are, and finally what the negative things are. Any questions or comments? Thank you.